Grichuk serving, and Sam Hilliard against one of the game's elite pitchers, Shane Bieber.
UC Santa Barbara. He is an awesome pitcher to watch.
And that is not right. That was an absolute rocket. And the second baseman, Jimenez Daza, he comes in hitting .331. He's got more than 150 plate appearances. He's not a qualified baseball. About 30 more plate appearances. That's in there for a strike. Doesn't quite throw as hard, quite as hard as he did a couple of years ago. But the slider's still dirty.
He throws a slider, has a knuckle curve that goes up. So difficult.
That stays fair. It does not, so never mind. Personality too. He's a live wire. He's got a great personality. This is tapped slowly, and Ramirez does a good job of getting rid of it quickly. So Jose in the big leagues.
But I mean, that makes sense, right? When you think about how they're gonna spin their assets for young, controllable players.
12th start. And that misses. Good take, 3-1. Yeah, the only guy better in the first inning. Talk about Verlander bouncing back off of surgery. And a walk. So Brendan jogs down to first, and
it also makes sense. 2020, we had the COVID season.
He's going to get 2 starts against the end. And that's strike 3 on Crone. So that'll end the first inning. We move on to inning number 2. Gaucho. Shane Bieber's out there. Spilly said, for every time I mention the Gaucho, so I'm going to collect.
You're going to collect some money.
1-0. Mac fouls it off. What a huge hit he had.
Last Friday night, Saturday, the first game of the doubleheader, sloppy way to lose. There's a curveball poured in by Bieber. A good win Saturday night, much needed. And then the day, the killer one. You win that one, happy flight. You lose that one, sad flight.
McMahon could not hold up. So
he's been the longtime head coach of the Gauchos. Often wants to dispel it. Gauchos did offer him a semi-scholarship.
There's another hit for Iglesias. He just keeps on getting knocks. One of 6 players in the National League over 300.
Character and your ability to command the strike zone. And so Checketts in a high school game saw Bieber scholarship for the second year. And he did.
Well, I'm sure he earned it. He has some experience against Bieber from the American League. He lines this ball to right, and it was almost misplayed by Oscar Gonzalez. We were talking about how big. Fouls that straight back. Spilly, did you find that sometimes backs against the wall in the outfield? There goes Iglesias, and this is up the middle. So Jose will skip towards third. He'll round and take a look back. So Bryant's. The guys ever yell anymore like his teammates oohing and on? 0-1, 0-2. Stayed off that curveball in the dirt. 1-2. Got frozen there on a fastball. So the Rockies goes down 2-0 as they embark on the bottom of the third, and Charlie Blackmon at least appeared to show spot for Connor Joe tonight. Connor just getting a day off, and that touches the zone at 91 as well. So it's 0-2, 4 miles an hour. The problem was it was to the short fielder Andre Jimenez, and Charlie is gone on 3 pitches here. So 1 out. Daza hit a bouncer to third, his initial at bat. That's in there, 1-1. So he came home with an American League Cy Young Award. In fact, he finished 4th in the MVP voting. This is down the right field line in foul ground, and no play for Oscar. Unanimous Cy Young winner. Two on Jonathan.
In 2020, 93 last year. He's down to about 91.
This ball's well hit right center field, and this is going to be off the wall. Boy, that thing carried, didn't it? The wind was blowing out in that direction during batting.
33 hitter any day of the week.
Sure. First pitch in there to Brendan Rodgers. Player of the week. The first such honor for Brendan in his career. Won't be the last. So Dawes is hung up. Did he get back? Nope.
It's dry. You're out almost every time.
CJ caught looking his first time up. 1 for 10 lifetime against Bieber. 6, hadn't walked anybody. And then they had a nearly 2-hour rain delay. This ball's well hit right center field. Miles Straw is not going to have a play, and he kicks away. This could be triple territory perhaps. A run will score. And into third with his second triple of the year. CJ.
Get the rebound, get it in. Hold him to 2.
McMahon with 2 outs. And this is in the air to left field. Stephen Quad makes the catch. The Rockies with a 2-out RBI of their own. Rockies down 2-1. Jose Iglesias had a base hit, who was robbed of extra bases his first time, and Brian Servin, who had a base hit. See if the Rockies had a handshake with Shane earlier today.
A secret Gaucho handshake happened later on this weekend. This week. Is also the older brother of Patty Barrels, Patty Lincoln.
This ball lined to center field. Iglesias just keeps on hitting. What's been interesting, though, is that the vast majority of his hits have come out on the road. Now he starts out. Well, speaking of Patty Barrels, Pat was with.
The first crack at it is Phil Gosselin. Phil Gosselin was
with the Rockies. 1-1 on Grichuk. Line or base hit through the right side. So this grouping that swung the bat well their first time up against Bieber, doing the same thing second time.
You're managing a game.
That's called a strike. 0-2.
I think about that, Drew. Imagine play here in the outfield. Hopefully, no, you're in it.
To third, Bryant's got to get up the line. Good feed on the first, double play. Cleveland puts a shift on the right side. Just 2 and 5. He's want to reset things against Cleveland, and then the Padres come down in the 6th inning, 5-0 to the Cubs.
They're winning tonight. They've not lost in June.
It'll be 13 in a row. Hilliard. So Bieber strikes out Hilliard for a second. Well, Charlie's at the plate. 0 for 2, a line out and a strikeout. And he takes strike 1 at 91. Charlie, that is more than any other active player. And it also ties Bip Roberts. Charlie has 882 OPS in the leadoff role, which is also one of the best marks all time.
Yeah,
top 5.
I mean And in historical context, if you add the 50 triples he's hit in his career too, with the 1,500 homers and 200, building down to like amazing names.
This is the middle of the diamond. And Rosario takes ball one. 34 straight games on the road where he's allowed 3 earned runs or less. Think about that. I mean, that's insanity. Left center field. Quan will make the catch. 2 outs. On the road. And he has a 274 earned run average. That list as well. Look at how good he was as a starting pitcher before years later moving.
And a lot of the Rockies have just allowed the fastball to go past him. Oh, there goes another strikeout for Biebs.
So he works a 1-2-3.
Went to Cleveland. I tried to get number 19 myself. And for Shane Bieber, he can't rock number 19 at the major league level. He's number 50. So when I got to Cleveland, I had no idea, because I was like, can I get number 19? And they're like, they gave me number 1 instead.
That's a good number. 2-1 on C.J. Cron, working against Bieber third. High off the right center field wall. And he goes down here for the second time. 7 straight, how special he's been. He's got McMahon once today. He's the second. Yu Darvish in 87 games for Darvish. And
sliders, 2 pitches. And I will bet talking, caught looking by the Rockies.
Everything's around the plate, even when he's dirt. But there are no wild misses. And this is on the ground to Rosario. Too quickly out for the Rockies. Had something going. Unfortunately, Brian Serven grounded into a 5-4-3 double play, and Sam Hilliard went down swinging. This is pulled to third. Ramirez almost lost his footing for a moment, but still hangs in there and throws out. Continues on.
This is
fastballs outside, ball 1. Today's strikeout tally is brought to you by Lifetime Windows. 7 strikeouts for Bieber. Richard fouls that pitch off. 1-1. Michael Young, Barry Zito, Chris Spire. In some order. I mean, I'm going to lean. Chris Spire had a really good career some years. We're not counting him anymore. There's a method to my madness. I'm trying to move you up the all-time list. 2-2 on Grichuk, and this is lined toward right center field. Straw on the move, traps it down. He was shaded in that direction. Good running catch by Miles Straw. Good count. That's right. Gaivo was a gaucho. Swung on and missed by Brian Serven.
Rockies passed and went for John Gray.
There's another hit for Serven, a second of the ball game. So now the tying run will come up, and Sam Hilliard. By the way, Jerry Royce. Jerry Royce, the old left-hander, won 220 big league games. You're out of the top 5.
On our chat log.
It's inside, 1-1. And Sam hits it to first. Tag play at second. And it's fired. Oh, don't go. Naylor fired it to.
Rockies 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position.
This ball clubbed high and deep right center field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. Charlie Blackmon has tied up this baseball game. Tenth of the year for Chuck Nasty. 201st of his mark. Daza takes ball one. Look at the bench reaction. And you know, that's the Rockies' first 33 interleague home runs. Remember, they started the trip out, Spilly. Connor Joe, who you just saw, Rockies beat the Giants 5-3. The Rockies did not hit a home run since. And now Daza singles. And I was a little surprised that Terry Francona, after the home run and the pitch count, didn't go.